He met my eyes, and I finally understood what he was planning. "Don't," I said. "We can all make it out." Hal pursed his lips. He wrote, "We both know that's impossible. I can communicate with the Lucrete. I am the logical choice for bait. You and Thalia wait in the closet. I'll lure the monsters into the bathroom. I'll buy you a few seconds to reach the exit panel before I set off the explosion. It's the only way you'll have time." "No," I said, but his expression was grim and determined. He didn't look like a cowardly old man anymore. He looked like a demigod, ready to go out fighting. I couldn't believe he was offering to sacrifice his life for two kids he'd just met, especially after he'd suffered for so many years. And yet, I didn't need pen and paper to see what he was thinking. This was his chance at redemption. He could do one last heroic thing, and Curse would end today, just as Apollo had foreseen. He scribbled something and handed me the diary. The last word read, "Promise." I took a deep breath and closed the book. "Yeah, I promise." Thunder shook the house. We both jumped. Over at the computer desk, something went zip pop. White smoke billowed from the computer, and a smell like burning tires filled the room. Thalia sat up, grinning. The wall behind her was blistered and blackened. The electrical outlet had completely melted, but in her hands, the jelly jar of Greek fire was now glowing green. "Someone order a magic bomb?" she asked. Just then, the clock registered 7:03. The enclosure's bars began to rise, and the panel at the back started to open. We were out of time. The old man held out his hand. "Thalia," I said, "give Hal the Greek fire." She looked back and forth between us. "But—" "He has to." My voice sounded more gravelly than usual. "He's going to help us escape." As the meaning of my words dawned on her, her face blanched. "Luke, no!" The bars had risen halfway to the ceiling. The trap door ground open slowly. A red hoof thrust its way through the crack. Inside the chute, the Leocratic growled and clacked on their jaws. "There's no time," I warned. "Come on!" Hal took the jar of fire from Thalia. He gave her a brave smile, then nodded to me. I remembered the final word that he'd written. Promise. I slipped his diary and dagger into my pack. Then I pulled Thalia into the closet with me. A split second later, we heard the Leocratic burst into the room. All three of the monsters hissed and growled and trampled across the furniture, anxious to feed. "In here!" Hal's voice called. It must have been one of the monsters speaking for him, but his words sounded brave and confident. "I've got them trapped in the bathroom. Come on, you ugly mutts." It was strange hearing a Lucretius insult itself, but the ploy seemed to work. The creatures galloped towards the bathroom. I gripped Thalia's hand. "Now!" We burst out of the closet and sprinted for the enclosure. Inside, the panel was already closing. One of the Leocrats snarled in surprise and turned to follow us, but I did not dare to look back. We scrambled into the cage. I lunged for the exit panel, wedging it open with my golf club. "Go, go, go!" I yelled. Thalia wriggled through as the metal plate started to bend the golf club. From the bathroom, Hal's voice yelled, "You know what this is? You Tartarus scumdogs! It's your last meal!" The Lacrocia landed on me. I twisted, screaming as its bony mouth snapped at the air where my face had just been. I managed to punch it in the snout, but it was like hitting a bag of wet cement. Then something grabbed my arm. Thalia pulled me into the chute. The panel closed, snapping my golf club. We crawled through a metal duct into another bedroom and stumbled for the door. I heard Halkin Green shouting a battle cry, "For Apollo!" And the mansion shook with a massive explosion.